On this occasion, we're back here on Silver Ridge Peaks, with the only goal of getting our first diamond with the variation of what I consider is the best weapon in the game. And not only I think it's the best, it is also my favorite weapon by far. And sadly I feel it is quite underrated. Not a lot of people use it, but it is an incredibly versatile and powerful gun. Of course I'm talking about the Rhino 454 and its variation the Sundberg, which is the weapon we'll be using for this hunt. I've gotten many diamonds with the regular Rhino, but I'm yet to get my first one with this variation, so in order to get one as soon as possible, we'll be checking gold dislocations on each multiplayer server we visit. These are all decent spots to hunt multiple species at pretty much any time of the day. Oh, this might be the track of a diamond potential bison. Perhaps the chance is not too high, but it is always there. Alright, that must be him. And he probably wants to come back to the zone. They always do that. So the only thing we need to do is to stay here and wait. There he is. How big is him? Level 4. Whoa, look at that estimate. 207 to 256. That is actually a huge estimate on a level 4. And maybe the highest I've seen in one below max level. Although I don't believe that level 4s can make diamond for this species, still not gonna lie, I'm really curious to see what it scores. You know, could give us a huge surprise. Okay, we're gonna go for a headshot. That's it. 211.4, that's a giant gold. We got the head and a single long at 31 meters in what is the biggest male of the hunt. And you know, level 4s don't get much bigger. That was a massive pronghorn. I couldn't spot it, but I definitely saw the horns, and man, they were big. I would say there is a high chance that was a level 5. That is a female, and the big boy shouldn't be too far. I love this handgun. It's incredibly overpowered, especially against class 4 and 5, and it doesn't have any issue to drop anything up to class 9 either. Look at that insane penetration. You can actually make a Texas hardshot with this thing. There he goes right there. Alright. Level 5. Not a guaranteed diamond by any means, I've been trolled several times by this species, but I must say this one has a higher chance to make it than not. So let's see. No. Not a good angle. The shot will have to wait. Right, this area is quite open, so we might have a chance here. Okay, that's him. He's gonna stop in a few seconds. Then as soon as that happens, we're gonna take shot. That's a chance this time. He is down. He was at almost at 150 meters, but still no problem for the 454. You can even shoot him from behind and still drop him on the spot. As you could see. Okay, let's harvest this potential diamond pronghorn. Hopefully it is big enough. It's a diamond, 99.5. Finally our first ever diamond with the Sundberg 454. At 139 meters, this weapon barely loses any penetration. That's a weird looking pronghorn. I think it might be a piebald. Let's see. It's just too much. That probably went through all the organs. It is in fact a piebald. Not really sure of exactly how rare they are now, but I guess just as rare as a piebald whitetail or blacktail. Not my favorite variation though, because there are two patterns for the piebald pronghorn, and I'm not a huge fan of this one, you can barely tell the difference. Still a cool trophy nonetheless. That's it. And that was also a hardshot. Look at the size of that goat. Really looks like a diamond potential. Even though it's not a level 5, the mountain goats are quite famous for making diamond at level 4 quite frequently. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy makes diamond, having those horns and especially that estimate. And in fact, This is the perfect situation to take a 300-meter shot with the 454. It might sound too far for a handgun, but this one is special. It is perfectly capable of dropping every single species in the game at this distance, as long as you manage to place a shot correctly, which ain't too hard actually. I mean, of course it ain't the most simple shot, but if you make sure to stay at exactly or very close to 300 meters from the target, you'll have to aim exactly below the top of that bottom ticker post, that is the ticker line along the vertical crosser. That's where the bullet will go. That should be a viral. Yeah, the health is going down, and he's about to die right there. Perhaps a level 4 diamond mountain goat. He's certainly huge, those are the small level 5 horns. So let's see what he scores. 106.28. It's a huge goat and so close yet so far from diamond. The shot was pretty decent, nice penetration even though the angle wasn't the best. He was quartering away, so it didn't hit the left lung but was enough to drop him relatively quick. Alright. Max estimate Bison. As always, there is a chance it is a level 5, so there are many reasons to be optimistic, but we have to consider that the max weight estimate for the Plains Bison covers quite a big weight range, so I wouldn't get my hopes too high, although it's always intriguing to find this kind of tracks. And yeah, it's just a level 4 that doesn't have a chance to make diamond. I'm just gonna take a hard shot as soon as he returns. He's coming in. Gonna lift the cover and try to alert him. Let's see. Just a bit closer. Okay, he's alert. That's it. I would say that is my favorite shot. You know, taking down a big bison with a hard shot is one of the things I like to do the most on this game. Whoa, that is a big bison. 206.6, that is a gigantic level 4. Not as big as the last one, but still huge. Another big track. Not too far from where we found the last one. So I just hope this one is bigger, hopefully level 5. I wouldn't mind dropping another level 4 with another hard shot though, but certainly would be cooler on a diamond potential. There he goes. Is he a level 5? Fingers crossed. No, it ain't. I mean, it's hard to not be disappointed, but we have to understand that this is gonna be the case like 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that like 10% of the max estimates or less are diamonds. He's still there feeding. So let's alert him, and hopefully he'll give us a better angle to go for another hard shot. Okay, now he's facing us, so it's time. We got the heart. Well, they keep getting smaller. This one ain't as big as the last one, and the last one was not as big as the first one, but it is still a decent sized bull. Cannot complain. Another potential diamond track. Let's try to find it, it's getting dark. They are really close, I can hear them. Oh! Level 5. 199 to 247. That estimate doesn't guarantee anything, but it's good to see finally an actual diamond potential bull. They should be resting right now, so if the zone is behind us, they will probably want to come back to it to rest again. There he comes. Getting close to 100 meters. And I don't think it's necessary to say what kind of shot I'm attempting. Now he's behind one of those trees. In fact, I haven't seen it in the last 15 seconds or so. So I'm assuming he's around there. Yeah, there he is. 71 meters. Perfect distance to take a shot. Okay, let's see. He is down. It's really easy to hit the heart with this thing. Believe me, if you are not using this weapon, you are missing a lot. I simply love to use it even though I'm not a huge fan of handguns on this game. Anyway, gonna harvest this guy. Perhaps a diamond. Oh my gosh. 245.5. Max score. Plains Bison. I've no comments. We just killed an actual monster. 424 to 510. That is a diamond potential Rocky Mountain elk. It's far from being a guaranteed diamond, but it certainly has a good chance to make it, although it won't be huge because it has a small level 5 rank, which as long as it makes diamond for me is not relevant. Anyway, we found this guy in what is one of the best locations to hunt Rocky Mountain elk after the update. This lake up here is still very decent to hunt the species at their new drink time. Now they drink from 4 to 8:30 in the morning, giving us a lot more time to hunt all the zones. Getting closer. The plan is to use the bow, so we need to get inside the ideal range, around 40 meters, maybe 60 because it's a big target, but ideally around 40 to be completely safe, of course as long as the wind let us get that close, because it's getting bad. Alright, around 75, and the wind is getting really bad. Hopefully that helps. No, now he's alert and the wind is terrible. He's still a bit too far, so the shot ain't gonna be safe. But we can do it. Just gonna make sure to zero for 60 and aim a bit higher to compensate, because it is closer to 80, so the arrow is gonna drop quite a bit. That's it. I guess we hit the neck, perhaps the heart. Beautiful picture. Now let's see how big it is. 469.5 gold. It is sadly not a diamond, but well, the shot was pretty decent at almost 77 meters. We barely hit the neck, but we also got a single long and the liver. 87 to 102 estimate. You know, I would say it is a 50-50. As much as I would like to say it is gonna make diamond, honestly it doesn't look too big, so there is a good chance it rolls, but we'll see. On this occasion we're gonna use the Glock, and if I manage to get close enough, like around 20 meters or less, then I'ma take a hip shot. Let's see how close we're now. 42, already inside the regular range, but it's still too far to be accurate with a hip shot. Just gonna keep crawling towards him slowly, and we have to pay attention to when he is alert. So as soon as that happens, we'll have to stop for a moment. Okay, he's alert. Gonna wait here until he's calm again. Alright. He's hitting again, so we're good to go. Now we are pretty much at 20. Insanely close. 18 meters. Oh. They are leaving the zone. I guess their free time is over, so we're gonna take a shot. Let's see. That's it. We got a barrel. Perhaps our second diamond with this handgun. Hopefully it is. 98.04 diamond.